I realized something that I never shared on here, and I'm gonna get very, very, very real and vulnerable here. Eating my nutritious bowl of goodness from Chipotle. So good. I had a great meeting with one of my friends, Ashley. You saw it in the last little clip, and she wrote a blog that I'm gonna link up because I think everyone needs to read this. Honestly, it is one of the most encouraging yet challenging blogs. One of the reasons I liked it so much was that I talk about a lot, probably more than anything, this idea of authenticity. And when I read this, that's what it is all about. It's about being authentic in the moment, being authentic, and how she put it, and I hope not to butcher this, I'll put it on the screen if I do. All about taking off the cape, all about this idea that everyone feels like they need to be Superman, and this idea of take off the cape and just be you, flaws and all. And she basically asked, why is authenticity your message, my message? And I had to answer that for her. And I realized something that I never shared on here, and I'm gonna get very, very, very real and vulnerable here. Kind of hurts to say a little bit almost. It's a little bit uncomfortable, quite frankly. And I wanted, more than anything, I thought I was success driven. And to some extent that's true. I'm not gonna lie about that. But what really, really gets me is I wanna be, ready? I wanna be seen as successful. Like, I would rather be seen as successful than actually achieve success. And I don't know if you relate to that, but it was something that really drove me into a really, really bad place. So I thought I would just share that as I eat Chipotle and, push the barriers of where I vlog. Which is, let's be real, Chipotle is the greatest restaurant on planet Earth. If you don't agree with me, then I don't care. Chipotle, if you're watching this, I would love a sponsorship. What's up, crew? So, great day today. I want to pick up. I was thinking about the whole success thing, why it is that I think that, for so long, what I really cared about was, like being seen as successful. And it's not like that, has gone away, all of a sudden, I don't care about that. But I think the issue was that, for me, at least, I was more worried about, again, being seen as successful than actually being successful, than actually achieving what it is that, really mattered. And, I don't know. I mean, the jury's still out. I don't really know how I feel about this. And this is kind of the great thing about this vlog, is that, I don't have to know. I can really just share what it is I'm going through and what it is I'm learning along the way, just being vulnerable, authentic. That's, that's my thing. That's what I believe. That's my story. That's my message, is embrace who you are. Just allow others to experience the depth of who you are. I believe that's so important. I guess I realized that it was, in a sense, plaguing. Being seen as successful really plagued me, because the most important thing to me was other people seeing me as successful. Again, I'm not saying success is bad. I'm not saying that we shouldn't want success, you shouldn't want success, I shouldn't want. I'm not saying any of those things. I think it's a great thing. I'm very much driven by it. There's anything wrong with that. I think what's wrong with it for me is just that when it becomes success for the sake of success. Last thing I really feel compelled to say on this subject, at least for this vlog, is just that, at least for me, and I've kind of questioned, honestly, whether or not I should say this, because it's just uncomfortable to say. It's just straight up uncomfortable. I felt that, emulating or being anyone but me was the key to being seen successful, because there's this idea of the imposter theory, which is that there's only a matter of time before you get found out. And so you're constantly running. And the issue with that is that, at least for me, you want to be anyone else but me, so that I can be everything else to everyone else. Let me say it one more time. I wanted to be anyone else but me, so that I could be everything else to everyone else. I don't know if that's proper grammar. I don't really care if it is. The point is, he didn't want to embrace who it was that I am. Quite frankly, for the fear that being found out, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And just kind of coming into, really talking about it, because now that I've passed through that or gotten over it to the large extent, it's looking back and going, okay, what did I do? How did I get through it? And to be able to share it with one person on this vlog connects with this, it was worth sharing. Smash it. Now you're recording.
That button right there?
Yeah, that red little thing that flashes.
Mike Shoemaker, ladies and gentlemen.
AKA.
That's on camera.
That's definitely not making the vlog.
So how do you know, like, I want to look at the screen.
I know.
That's very difficult. It is very difficult.
All right, give him your best mic impression. It's got to be good. You got to use the hands.
Oh, a lot of teeth.
A lot of teeth and a lot of tongue.
of teeth.
A lot of tongue.
All right, 5:45. Grab a wall ball. Not a med ball. Grab a wall ball.
I know, right?
I don't have enough energy right now to beat Micah.
I know. It takes a lot.
I think your biceps give you energy. That's probably what it is. That's not making the vlog.
That's not making. I'm gonna put it in there just because you said it wasn't.
So, Micah, what's going on?
up?
What's going on? Where are we going?
We're going to the Jangles of Bojangles.
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 Micah's first real Southern experience.
That is false. I grew up in
We're going to
Alabama.
Bojangles.
I grew up in Alabama. That is false. That is not my first experience from the South, but it is, however, my first experience at Bojangles. I'm very excited.
Affectionately named Bojangles Bojangles. Mike has had a lot of suggestions on what he should eat at Bojangles. So what are you thinking? What do you think's gonna happen?
I think I'm probably just gonna go for the chicken sandwich, or wait, what is it called? A biscuit.
Cajun filet.
Cajun biscuit. Which, here's the other thing. Oh my God, that train's obnoxious. Really? Here's what confuses me about this whole restaurant deal, is that it's Cajun.
The whole thing's Cajun.
And so how is that supposed to be Southern if it's Cajun? You see what I'm saying? What is their like tagline? Like, I feel like I'm like trying to sing in my head. We have the meats. But yeah, so I'm excited. I hope it comes with a side of tissue paper and Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, no.
Good stuff.
So Micah, we just had your
Bojangles.
very first Bojangles experience.
Yes.
How do you feel?
A massage and
Like a belly massage?
yeah, like a nice, just someone just to kind of rub it around, just move it around in there. You know, it's just sitting heavy. I feel lethargic.
All right, so let's get to what matters.
Which is,
how was it? How did it taste?
it tasted good. So okay.
What'd you get?
I got the, what was it called? Filet of fish?
Cajun. Went to Bojangles, got the fish.
No, wait, is
got
that
the Cajun filet biscuit?
Cajun filet biscuit with coleslaw, because y'all, I can't go all out. Like, got this girlish figure I got to keep up with, and it's all work. Anyways, we got the coleslaw. That was good.
It's all right.
Yeah, I mean,
it's super healthy for you, all that mayonnaise.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the French fries.
That's true.
I mean, it could have been worse. But anyway, so it was good. It was good. So full disclosure, grew up in Alabama, and you know, I ate Chick-fil-A. Like, that was my jam.
Nothing wrong with that.
Chick-fil-A's better. Hard to hear.
Bold statement.
No one's gonna beat Chick-fil-A biscuits. Or those delicious Chick-fil-A minis.
Dude, chicken minis are the greatest thing on this earth.
Passion. I don't know about you, but growing up, I was given advice that you should find your passion, that you should follow your passion. I don't know if you can relate, but that's what I was given. And ultimately, the reason I was given that advice, which good advice, was so that I could find fulfillment in what it is that I was doing. And that's ultimately, let's be real, that's like what we're after. And so I started following my passion. And my passion was to be a musician, to make music. So I'm doing this thing, like really awesome. The band I was in, we recorded an EP. For those of you who don't know, it's just a small little album, a little tasting, a little sampling, like a cheese platter. I don't know why I went to cheese, but we put it out on iTunes, Spotify, the whole 9 yards. It was amazing, and we did some very small regional touring. It was so cool, like just to have this opportunity to play music in front of people, and that the fact that people would actually give two craps about what we were singing and what we were saying, our message and all this. It was incredible. And obviously I got out of it. But like, what happens when you don't feel it? When you're not passionate, you're still gonna follow your passion? And that's where I just believe it's a bunch of baloney. So it's a baloney sandwich. Passion is like a fire. It makes you feel warm. It makes you feel like, man, this is it. Like, it makes you feel at home. It makes you feel like this is what I want to do. And that's fantastic. But how do you create a fire? It's not by going to find a fire. It's not by following the light, it's taking two sticks and just, right? You're right? That's how you start a fire. So if passion is a fleeting feeling, I'll never find it, because it's always going to be fleeting. And yet if I follow something that I'm passionate about, what happens when I don't feel passionate? So instead of finding your passion, what about forging your passion by actually doing day to day? It doesn't sound sexy, and I don't think it is. I can be passionate about a lot of things. The point is this passion is like this euphoric high that we get that we're gonna come down from. And then when we do, what happens? So I'm gonna just try a bunch of things, and I'm gonna fail at a bunch of things. But at the end of the day, guess what? I'm not gonna rely on my passion to get me there. I'm not gonna rely on my passion to be happy. Sure, I have inclinations towards certain things and subject matter, but I'm gonna forge that passion through work, really hard work, through failing, and through trying a bunch of different things along the way. And that's just what I believe, fundamentally. Passion isn't found, it's forged.